G'day viewers, I'm Simon Christie and welcome to Life Off-Road. This week we're on the southern tip of the Malaysian mainland. We're at the Johor Off-Road Charity Challenge, bringing you all of the excitement, action and mud. Welcome to Johor Bahru, a state or province on the southern tip of the Malaysian mainland. We're here for the Johor Off-Road Charity Challenge, an event held once a year. There are 4 classes racing, from standard through to buggy class. It's going to be a big weekend of off-road racing, Malaysian style.
I'm an event director for this event. This event is south of Malaysia, near to the Singapore. This event is the 14th years already because this one also is the bigger event in the Johor stage.
How much work has the club done to get ready for this event?
We spent about 2 months to find a sponsor, to apply permit. Also, we get government to support a lot of things. For this event, about 300 participants. For modified car, it's about 40 cars. The original cars are a lot, more than 200.
Who designs the tracks?
When we get this place to do this event, we are called Mr. Lee. All the track is prepared by Mr. Lee.
If you have the good driving skill, you can pass the obstacle. But if you don't have a good driving skill, maybe you have to winch. This is a good challenging to their drivers.
And tell us, how do you think the weekend will be?
This race will be very exciting. You can hear the engine sound, the loud engine sound.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, I'm also a competitor.
This race is the combination of the speed and the hardcore. So we have the winching, we have speed, and we have river crossing, and the uphill. Many people will enjoy this event. Yeah.
If the stage not difficult, the participant not interested. That's why we have to make it difficult.
I'm really enjoying the diversity of vehicles at this event and all of the hardcore racing action. But the sole purpose that we're all here together is to raise money for charities, and specifically local schools.
For this year, we are raising a fund for over 300,000 for the school.
Every year, I will do the charity. We need to maintain this. The younger generation also know this is the point of our event.
Welcome back to our coverage of the Johor Off-Road Challenge in Malaysia. We're set for a big day of off-road racing. Teams are getting ready. There's going to be some serious muddy action. 3 days of racing?
Yes, 3 days.
And what are some of the important modifications for the vehicles?
The most important for them is the traction. So we must have the air lockers, the good tires, and long travel suspension, and a good winch. The most important is the high horsepower engine.
How does the scoring and points work?
Okay, so one bending, 20 seconds, one stick also 20 seconds. But as long as the bending didn't break and the stick didn't touch the ground, there will be no penalties. Once the stick is broken or touch the ground, they will get a penalty.
And what is the normal DNF time?
Normal DFM time is 50 minutes.
So this event, we have 4 classes. One is buggy, A1 we call open body. The third one is camping class, and the fourth is the standard class. For the standard class, there is the four-wheel drive with lift up and empty tires. There is the standard class. And the camping class, full body and no chassis modification. There is complete original chassis, and you can modify what axle you want, what motor you want. It depends on you. So the camping class, we have 3 cars in one team. So the 3 cars will running the same track together. 3 of the cars must get up from the finish point together to get a mark.
The timing system at these events is simple, smart, effective and very fair. Teams operate it themselves via this green button to go and a red button to stop.
For the timing side, okay, when the car is ready, then they will just push the button, they will just go. And when they've finished, they just push the stop button. Then the timing will be set. No argument at all.
That's very exciting. When the car is finished the track, the co-driver will jump down from the car very quickly and run very fast to get the finish button. They want to earn every second to get the fastest time.
This vehicle is a great example of open class. It is fully modified but still retains most of the original chassis and many of the original panels.
And the open body actually is quite similar with the buggies. They have sub-body panels, they have bonnet, they have the windscreen and doors.
Buggy class are the most extreme and quickest vehicles here. They are built from the ground up as a tube frame structure with some very interesting and advanced engineering.
So for the buggies, they must have a very, very long travel suspension, air lockers, and very powerful motor, very fast winch, and make it as light as possible. Because the mud in Malaysia is too sticky. If our car is too heavy, quite difficult to get out from the obstacle. So we try to make the car as light as possible.
Welcome to Sunday and the final day of racing here at the Johor Off-Road Charity Challenge. The courses have been reset, pegs and bunting all laid out for a big day of off-road racing. We're going to see plenty of action across the mud, jumps and hill climbs here in Johor Bahru. Obviously, the laws here in Malaysia are vastly different to what we've got at home in Australia. These vehicles can be modified drastically, and what we've seen today is many of them still driving on the road. Tyres hanging out, modified axles, suspensions, differentials, gearboxes and engines, and of course, the best modification of all, a four-wheel drive TV sticker from Australia. Out on the track, this race is fiercely competitive, but come into the pits and it's a whole different feeling. Everybody working together, the friendship, the camaraderie takes it to a whole new level. In this competition, team members, marshals and other officials are able to provide outside assistance for competitors with minimal experience. It's a great opportunity for newer members to learn and increase their competition know-how.
For our members with less experience, we will help them to let them know what they need to do beside the track. So I will let him know where is the anchor point, how the driver need to engage which gear, the air lockers, we will tell them.
Many of the stages have limited access to winching anchor points, and the only option for competitors is to use a ground anchor. Normally a highly effective option, the soft soil at this event made the use of ground anchors often frustrating and time-consuming.
You can see not many ground anchor is working because the ground have many stones. The stone will come out from the ground, so they have to find the softest, the mud to make it work.
To tackle the tough terrain, a common accessory in this type of competition is a modified PTO winch known as a God winch. Utilising a modified differential, the God winch can run far faster than a standard winch and is ideal for the long and deep mud stages in Malaysia.
If heavy rain, this track will be very sleepy and very challenging to the competitors.
With heavy rain, we continue to our track. We got no stop, even though it's a heavy rain. Yeah, never stop. That means now we have to winch or muddy, a lot of water. Very challenging.
We're expecting a very exciting race today. The racing is very good and the weather is also very good. So we're able to finish our event smoothly.
The tyre is very good for mud, and for this is extreme tyre.
The tyre have soft compound, so it's very good for the light car, and it's able to dig into the ground. The tyre have a big shoulder and very aggressive.
Once again, a dream has come true for me and I've been handed the keys to one of the competitors' vehicles. I'll be driving this CJ Jeep behind me here. Unfortunately, one of the drivers has had to drop out after Friday and Saturday, leaving the car free for me for Sunday. It's got portal axles, 38.5-inch tyres and plenty of kit underneath it. Sunday is certainly going to be a wild day for me here at the Johor Off-Road Charity Challenge.
Simon will drive Jeep CJ5 fully modified to fit this event. I will be the co-driver of Simon. I will pull the winch and help him to get off from the obstacle. I hope Simon will not crash the car. So hopefully he will get a good result. 2, 1, go!
Straight from the start, I knew we didn't have the power we needed to get through the course. I could not hold second gear. When we got to the first big deep water crossing, I really wanted to hit second gear again, but couldn't. So I had to rev it right out in first gear, but it pulled up and through, we had the traction, and same with that big step uphill climb. We got up over the top, turned around, looping back down. I knew that was a good point for me to make up some time. So whacked it into second gear and rode it down those drop-offs with ease. Hitting the bottom, I really wanted to gear it up into third and have a fast run back to the finish line again to save some time, but we couldn't even maintain power in second gear. A little bit of trouble with the accelerator. We're not getting full power to the motor. So definitely not the time I would have liked to have gotten. All right guys, my second run here at the Johor Off-Road Challenge. Let's get stuck into it. Man, the approach angle, departure angle on this thing is just awesome. Powered up that hill climb. And that nasty drop off, it ate it up. I didn't touch the brake. And once we got out of that, flat shack, second gear, a beautiful run to the finish line on the rev limiter.
Very good.
And I think we had the second fastest time, so a pretty good run. A little bit different for the last two stages. Those big drop-offs we had this morning, we've now got to go up those. Got lined up for the hill climb and it was all looking good. Probably hit it a little bit too hard and we've done the rear diff or the rear drive shaft. Spoke to my co-driver, made a decision, let's just keep going. Hooked up the winch, problems with the first winch, so went for the second winch. We finally got it engaged and we winched up over the hill. But that rear drive shaft was locking us up, stopping our progress. But we made it down, came across the finish line to bring it in nice and quick. Now that I'm out and under the vehicle, we can have a really good look and find out what went wrong. Drive shaft is in place and looking really good. Rear diff feels okay, but we've got a lot of metal shavings coming down here onto the brake rotor. I'm pretty sure, and Winhouse confirmed, that the gears inside this portal hub are smashed to pieces. So that's pretty much the end of racing for us today. There was one more stage to go. It was the hard one. I think I've got out the easy way. What a weekend it has been, following the action here at the Johor Off-Road Charity Challenge and finding out what life off-road means to the locals. Plus, I certainly enjoyed getting behind the wheel and getting dirty myself. Well viewers, tune in next week for more action from the team here at Life Off-Road. I'm Simon Christie. Tread lightly, keep it safe, play hard. We'll see you next week.